Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Gazza9919 here, and today you join me in Norman and we're going to be doing a video on 10 car habits that I have. Now, the first habit I have is I can never ever park with the windscreen wipers like halfway on the window. It irritates me so much, and they've got to be down. They've got to be all the way down. I'll even turn the car back on to make sure they're all the way down. That's how far I'll go. The next thing is the steering wheel has to be straight. Now, I can't park with like the steering wheel like that or like upside down or whatever. It has to be straight. I don't know why, I just like the steering wheel to be straight. The third thing, I think a lot of us do share this, and that is checking a car is locked about 3,000 times. But you walk away from the car even after you've just locked it, and then you'll go running back just to check the door handle, even though you've fully locked it, or you'll just unlock it again and then lock it again just to make sure. Say for me, like if I go out somewhere in somebody else's car and I come back, before I come back into the house, I'll still check if the car's locked. The fourth thing that does me is passengers not winding the window up when they exit the car. Say if you're like giving a mate a lift or something, and then when they get out, they leave it like down. And it's not so bad if you've got electric windows, but do you know, if you've got windy windows like this, then I've got to like reach across and make sure the damn thing's up. And it is kind of annoying as well because I've got the wind deflectors. The last stage of it, like the last like little bit of the window going up, is a bit tougher, but people seem to think it's all the way up, but it isn't, because when you drive you hear whistling noise and it's just annoying. The next habit is about the radio, and this is something that has to be done. The volume has to be on an even number. It cannot be on 1, 3, 7 or anything like that. Some people make exceptions for 5s and 15s, but no, for me it's solely even numbers or it's a no-go. The next thing is the vents. They all have to be facing the same way, have to be straight. I can't have like one like that and then one like down there. And now I've just deliberately messed them up, so I've got to like straighten them up again. I've irritated myself here, but yeah, I absolutely hate the vents being all different ways. Like they've all got to be facing the same direction, otherwise I just get triggered. The next thing follows on from the vents, and that is this: the vent direction has to be exactly on the setting. It can't be halfway. That does my head in, or a bit like that. I've got to make sure that it's like directly on it, otherwise it isn't good enough. And then I have another thing with this, where say if I've got it like halfway, if I'm not quite hot, I'm not quite cold, and I have it like halfway, it has to be bang on halfway. Now, I'm sure a lot of you watching, you know, you must love cars and stuff, and you know how it feels when you're driving and you know your car in and out, and if you hear like the tiniest of noises, you instantly radio's off and you're like inspector mode sort of thing. And I think it's irritating when, like, say if the passenger makes a noise and you get paranoid about it. But then again, that could just mean that you're going a bit over the top with it. But for me, that's a habit I have. I've got to turn the radio off. I've got to be like, where did that come from? Will it doing it again? Was it my car? Or like, do you know if you hear like a squealing from the outside and you're like, hang on, was that my car? Was that my brakes? Was that my drive shaft? What was it? The next thing is letting my car go through its ignition processes. And what I mean by this is not just turning it straight on. So like how I'll go like that, I'll wait for all the lights to go out, wait for it to do its thing, and then start her up. And I hate it so much when I see somebody else just get in the car and just instantly turn the key like straight up. I don't know. I don't know if it does any harm to the car, but personally I like to let it do its thing. And on to my final habit. I always have to let the engine circulate a bit before I pull off. Like say before I go to work, I've got to sit there for at least about 2 or 3 minutes. I know it's a bit over the top because realistically it only really needs 30 seconds to circulate through the block. But I've got to let it like sit for about 2 or 3 minutes and then I'll pull off. And then when I get to work, I'll sit for about 5 minutes to let the engine cool itself down naturally with the oils, because I arrive to work early so I can chill out. But yeah, I like to let it chill out, you know, let it calm itself down, and then exactly the same procedure when I'm leaving work and stuff. So that is it for this video, guys, of 10 car habits I personally have. If you have any car habits of your own that you want to mention in the comments, feel free. And if you share any of mine, feel free to also comment. But that is it for this video, guys. And if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe even hit that bell icon for notifications on future uploads. But until the next time, guys, peace.